All right, all right, all right. We back. All right. Again, the energy has been like ridiculous around here. Whew. All over the place. But we grasping it and bringing it all in. We're grasping it and bringing it all in. You know what? There's always a sense of indecisiveness when it comes to these messages. But I feel like it's a living story, and we're just talking about it. We're just asking questions. I'm never here to tell you what it is, what it ain't. I'm simply sharing what it looks like to me. And again, things have been okay so far. You know, when I center myself and I'm just sitting here and I'm just going within, it's kind of like a peaceful thing. It's usually, I'm coming to a realization of things that I have been doing wrong, right? Again, sometimes we have to do this. Realizing that all energy that comes around you because you feel like you are in the Holy Spirit doesn't mean that everything that comes your way is going to be so holy. Maybe hoeing, but not holy. I just I don't know. I just try my best to give the message as clear as possible. Again, I'm trying to, again, limit. I'm just being me. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be free. I'm sorry. I just do. And I just, it may be that youthfulness of the soul, right? How I'm saying that we thinking about the fact that we may be an age, but you may not really be. Those of you that look more youthful for your age, or again, you don't age like normal people, or these are just like gifts, again, natural gifts that we've been given. And again, it's okay to utilize them. People, I can't stand the fact that people try to act like it's being cocky or prideful or any kind of way when we are just expressing ourselves. People are free to express themselves in other communities as they please, as they wish, as they may, all over the top. And there's no problem with that. But when it comes to people that just want to bring truth and what's real, it's a problem. So again, I don't know what the FB is doing, but I guess I was supposed to be able to post today, but now it says wait another 20 something hours. So again, definitely, I'm looking at dates when I'm in the text again. And this is just for me. And okay, this is just for me and my growth and development in this spiritual war. Seems to be on a pause or a break right now, but while I was doing that, we just chilling, we still digging, right? And this message is always for anyone else that can relate to the messages that want to use them in order, in a positive manner. I just know that there's a lot of people that don't want to use them against me. So it's kind of hard being a messenger in a sense like that in real time, trying to deliberate which information you are to bring forth and which information is just for you. And again, it's hard because again, when you have a whole world that is divided and you have, people are finding unity within self, okay, and that's great, and that's numero uno, right? Okay. But I think that even on my journey, getting into that, you can kind of lose track of what's going on around you. And when you take a step back and you go into that ego mode, right? And you go up on one of those high hills or peaks and you're looking down like a lot more things, and you're pulling from the earth, the soil, that within you, right? And you're glowing. I mean, it's almost like it feels like there's some kind of glow or something around about when I'm doing that. And then, and I try to, and that's the thing, I try and want to be fair and right when it comes to what type of energy I'm letting into these doors. Okay, these many mansions. So it's I don't know, it's a humbling experience on its own. So for people to think that that's not the case, they are wrong. It is a humbling experience in its own. It's a very, I don't know, it's just very beautiful. I mean, just to know that I had this book here this whole time and I just was looking at it one way. And again, at one point in time, I'm feeling like, there's energies that are saying, hey, that's not, there's some stuff in there, but that's not your book, really. But again, it's not the book that's giving it to me. You see, it's that which is within. And I think that, again, the ancestors and the guiding lights, Elohim, made it this way because they knew the things that were going to come into play at this time when this renewal or this new heaven and new earth, new world, or whatever, because there's always layers to it. Whatever source is doing, whatever the universe is doing, you know what I'm saying? Then we got to think about when it comes to source or your God or whatever you might call them or him, creators or whatnot. Okay. But again, somebody can be a creator. I feel that a creator is just someone that finds something, just like I think in this text that we're going to read, Psalms 22, 23 or whatever. When someone is being found and they're being exalted, or they're being found and something is happening, something changes are happening within their lives in this realm, in other realms, in this dimension, other dimensions, within, without, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a total alter or alteration. Again, some of these altars are just that. It's not ever really having anything to do with, the temples that are made by man's hands. And again, when we think about that, that's artificial intelligence, or not even that. We won't even go there. That's people that are formed by man or someone to be put in a place. So again, we're about to break it down. We're going to go, we're just doing one little small chapter. I'm about to give you a packet with a punch so we can see if this is what we're really talking about here. Okay. So again, we're going to use visuals. We're going to use etymology. And we're going to use this small little, oh, you can't see. And we're going to use this small little chapter here in the book of Psalms. Okay. Now, again, off the bat, I noticed it says the Lord, shepherd, and the host. Right. Okay. The Lord, shepherd, and the host. Because again, in this day and age, it takes what the real eyes to realize. So when you're giving this type of information, it should be flowing through you. It should be something that is a natural currency. It should just move and flow and go with the flow. It should not feel rehearsed or recorded or anything of this matter. You should not have to go to college and join a fraternity. You should not have to do any of these things. Now, I'm not talking about anyone who has done those things, but the credentials and the things that come with that, which is naturally, organically flowing through, those are gifts. And your creator, whether it is the one from the beginning or someone again that has come in and helped mold you into something new, a new person, a new way of thinking, a new wavelength, new frequency, new energy. See? Okay? And I can't tell you for sure because this is just an open platform. All right. So I can't tell you for sure if, again, the antidote is some form of alteration. Could be for the worse, could be for the better. All I'm saying is what I'm seeing. We're scrying, we're seeing, we're reading, we're doing the Torah with the with the tarot. Okay. I don't know why I want to say hero. Okay, so again, we're just looking at it in all different aspects. There's no worship here of any kind of deities or anything. What we're doing here is accumulating information that we have probably previously seen, but we did not dig in deep to see. We didn't use our intuition. We were educated, which means trained. Okay. So again, there's nothing against children going to a place that is secure, okay, right? Where people have been vetted to learn things. But let's let them learn things and skills that they can use in their everyday life, things that can help them grow and be prosperous and not just slaves to a system. And that is just it. There's a way to do it. And we may not have been doing it properly for the time being, all the way back into the past. You see what I'm saying? There is an agenda that goes with that type of behavior that comes from children that stem from those type of institutions. Same thing with the church. So now, again, should we be trying things through the fire to see what it is? Even when it comes to this whole thing that has to do, which, again, you're going to hear me say that anybody that's on this plane right now, whether you dwell in a lower or higher vibration, I mean, I don't know what's to come. I will hope people are trying to vibe high. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that, that's the way I look at this construct as to who should be in the ranks, the higher ranks, and who should be in the lower realms. Because if the what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? I just slipped my tongue. It's not the meek. Y'all know who is supposed to the righteous is supposed to inherit, the earth. But then again, you think, are these people really righteous? And then what does righteous mean? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, right? And then because, matter of fact, even thinking about that, this whole next chapter where it says the Lord's are the earth and its fullness. Okay, so we're going to go here to 22. We're going to do 22 and probably 23. And again, there is what I feel something here that needs to be tapped into, turned inside out, and viewed here. There is definitely a form of a hijack or a left and right, a dark and light, a duality concept here when it comes to the Lord and the shepherd and the host. Okay? So again, we're going to take it real slow so we can see what we might have missed here. And we're going to just use different things to elaborate. Okay? Because again, there is a sleight of hand, or maybe it is even going directly how it's supposed to be, and the first shall be the last. Because if we're talking about this table that is being spread, I'm just saying these things right here at the beginning in case I forget to say them when I'm going in. So to spread that table before me in the sight of my foes, you anoint my head with oil, okay? Oh, you know what just came to my mind? I'm not going to try to sing it, but I'm going to say it. She filled my mind. Wait, she filled my mind up with ideas. Like, that's not singing, that's just talking. That verse in that song, I don't know. That just made me think about that. I don't know. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's stop playing around. Let's go ahead and get into it. Again, this is just something that I love to do. It's just something. It's something that, again, I don't know. How can I not be able to utilize or love a gift that I feel that, again, my Father who art in heaven, again, we're dealing with the mind, the mind's eye, the crown, or the corona. I don't know. People are gonna have all kind of ways of looking at that. Like, I'm even seeing one of the I don't know if it's the Anunnaki or yeah, I think so. Okay, winged beings, again, fowl of the air in my eyes, right? Holding up that cone shape or the acorn, or there's a different word for it. I also did some research and found out, I don't know, I did a video on it a while back about some stuff in South America and some plant that grows there, that grows with, I don't know, and it was really reading about that type of fruit or that plant vegetation or whatever it would be. And then it made me change my whole mind about what I thought, so, it's just a way of looking at it, right? So, okay. So again, and really, 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 I don't always understand exactly what all this means either. I sat here for about 10 minutes. I said, oh yeah, where were we at? And then I said, okay, you know what? This reminds me of that, and that. So we put it together and here we go. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you're enjoying your, what is this, Saturday? Okay, I think it is. Okay. And that's it. Okay, so let's go ahead and into the word. I'm just, again, I'm just trying to be open about the way that I see things or whatever, or think things, again, because sometimes it makes people feel comfortable to know, or just relieved to know that other people are having these particular experiences that they're having, and nobody can say that you're not. And again, it makes me upset because I see this whole uptick in mental illness. So to know somebody that is like solid and firm in their, they probably have more knowledge within them than people that are teaching people things that they think they know, right, in these educational institutions. And at the end of the day, those people are seeking those of us that are gifted, right? Okay. But they rather mind the minds instead of utilizing the individuals anymore. So again, that whole thing where people were saying about so-called conspiracy, about them taking your stuff and logging it into something, I'm not necessarily saying somebody is going up to you and putting a chip in your head, taking it out, and then downloading the information. But I'm just saying, do you see what I'm saying? Again, this could be something that is of the gods. This could be the way, we're never really supposed to realize. And maybe, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm wrong or whatever. Sometimes I feel when I speak these things. But why give me the information? You know what I'm saying? Because again, we're coming into a new era, I think, when we come off of this. And the whole thing with reigning with Christ for forever. So again, this means that the gods or Elohim had a long time to try to figure out how they were going to do these things. And I see the foolery and the buffoonery going on with people in certain positions, no matter what so-called color or race they keep calling themselves. Because again, there ain't no such thing as no damn black people or white people. It's a misnomer. So at the end of the day, okay, I don't even understand how these people standing there talking about these things, even to somebody that is in their right mind, would even be able to not see past that. If nobody talking to you straight and giving it to you like it is, then it's not. I don't know. And it's just like, it's just like all this work we've been doing. Are we still this long? Or what parts of it are we focusing on that we can't get down to the root, and we can't get down to the real because we still dealing with fluff and stuff? You see, and this is the thing that I don't understand. We still prefer to deal with fluff and stuff because of fear. So there may be people in exalted positions that fear the people that are in the dirt, in the soil, in the mud. But those people are actually, well, who's closer to God then? Who's closer to the mother then? Who has that beautiful essence to them, that soul, that something to them? The people that are in the lowest, poorest condition, and they keep you there so that they can feed off of you. And we're just saying this could be your mama, your daddy, it could be your, I about to say green-eyed granny, but you get what I'm saying. We're talking about energy and frequency, not even people no more. We're talking about the soul. We're talking about that and the nature of a man or a woman or androgynous, whoever it is. I don't point these things out to poke fun or to make anybody feel bad. And two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right. Years worth of experience and time to prepare for a battle with someone that don't even know that they're in a battle or competition because they never was supposed to be. It's just supposed to be what it is. To gain friction of the world, to cause chaos and strife and envy and greed and all these things. and thievery and all this of information, souls, whatever. Y'all better wake up and recognize it may be happening to one person because you feel like you, and again, some of this information, this is what I want to say about one thing before we even start. When it comes to the way I see things operating, I'm just saying it. Oppression for one person, again, you may be sitting there laughing and seeing how that person is being ridiculed or talked about and things like this. But one day it could be you. One day it could be your child. And we'll see how funny it's going to be then. You see? And again, there's a lot of confusion because there's things of judgment or things that turbulent things that we're going to have to go through as, elect or chosen or children of the whatever world, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So again, there's things that we're going to have to go through. But I think some of these things there has been added on because man has stepped in and taken his part in applying the pressure too, because again, it goes against that of the world, right? Because we have our, again, realm here in this world where there is the lower class or the caste system. It is behind the scenes, but it is very much there. It has to do with infrastructure, but it's very much there. So again, we just have to make sure that these things are fair. Nobody's saying we shouldn't have it. Nobody's saying that. Okay, we're saying that it should be done properly. It should not be any kind of hidden. But again, obviously, again, maybe that's why people that speak like me are shunned, because it's going to lead you to think. And once you thinking, oh my gosh. You see what I'm saying? So nobody is calling, revolt or rebel. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying whatever. Whatever come out of her means to you, let it mean that. Come out of her might mean somebody just decided they don't want to buy name brands no more. They want to make their own brand. Or instead of making their own brand, they want to just wear thrift store clothes. That didn't come out right. Right? And then somebody else, that may be, I want to make my clothes, it may be anything. Nobody's talking against something because we're bringing up points about it. It's to look at it and examine it all the way through. But to use a presence and power and municipalities and rulers and principalities, and all these things, again, to come against a well-rounded natural person, right? That is for the betterment of the people, can't be bent or can't be bought in order to come up and rise against anybody, any person on this planet. Someone that sees themselves as the mother of all of them. That life giver. Why? And again, I would see if she, I was thinking Newt and Gab, not to say that that's just me, but I could just tap into these energies because of the information that I've obtained. And again, it's just a way that I see where I'm just saying it seems like this. So it seems like there may be disagreements amongst families, again, extended or other. But as long as it's, for the greater good of all of the people on an even playing field, I don't see. Because I feel like we're already on an even playing field, even though nobody wants to admit it. But this is the head start. Same thing as some of these people that have come infiltrated in our community. It's a head start for them to take from those that originally transformed and brought these things into motion and risked their lives, that are, again, in the back burner, while these people step on the backs of them to go to the top. Now, see, that is the thing. And we want to say, oh, it's the white man. Well, are you so sure? Do you understand? It is the mannerisms. It is the mental of the person, the intellect of the person. It's the way that they think. In that case, hold on. Okay, that, ends up devising these plans. And then the people get so lost and they trained, so they don't realize. So generation after generation, we're repeating the same thing repetitively. And again, this is what happens. Then you forget. Some people are going to forget about exactly how the reset happened back then. So it takes those that are going to be not afraid to look back, also be okay with saying, yeah, this is how it was, but we can move forward in these ways. So again, what I'm saying is be careful of that crooked, since we're about to talk about the crook, right? That crooked nature of a woman or a man in these days. Watch the way they move or glide or slide or slither their way up to the top. Watch out for the backs that they because those are the people that's going to be left behind. Again, when it comes to this sense of dealing with source, I don't think it's going to be left that way. It may appear to be that way, but again, a change gonna come. Because again, there's nothing, it's just so powerful, the energy that is here. The energy is here. And again, like I said, I don't like putting no names on. But the energy has been here for some time. Moving through us. But everything in this world has been constructed to keep us looking outside of ourselves. Right? So for a long time, I shut down everything. I wasn't watching television. I wasn't doing these things. I wasn't listening to music, everything. I opened myself back up to that, and I opened myself back up to a lot of things. I opened up myself back up to certain things. And then I said, oh, okay, now I see. So all of this stuff that's going on, you know what I'm saying? I just need to limit it. I need to be very selective, Again, so if I got to tell you a little bit about me so that you can learn about you, possibly, for those who are watching or whatever, then so be it. And I feel like again, like the people in the garden, the man and the woman, Adam and Eve, and the serpent, okay, that energy of nakedness or whatever. It's just like, even going through that is almost like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, again, the eye been on real close. And so at the end of the day, what can I be embarrassed of now? Obviously these people are monitoring. So what? You know what I'm saying? Beings, I don't know who, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. All right. So again, we know what we gonna see here though. Okay, so let's stop. That's a ramble, okay? Something it was. But again, pertaining to the things that are going on in motion here that we just need to be paying attention to. And meanwhile, the ones that then and see, this is what I'm saying. I was watching this one clip earlier. Meanwhile, the ones that complain, talk about, attempts and things, attempts on their life and stuff like that. Those are the ones that have been exalted. Those are the leaders that have been given. Those are the ones that have been selected, not elect. Select. But again, I would look both of those up in etymology to see where we're coming from with that. Because I'm just using like the layman's term or what we think when we automatically hear it today. Okay. When it comes to, again, elect or select. Okay. So again, a lot of these individuals are going to, and I notice how low key everything has been done. You pop up and it's just like, oh, black girl magic again, which, okay. This individual, that individual, over here, look over here, and it's like, oh, our people there, people jealous because our people, if it was somebody else, then, it would be like this and that. No, it's just like, what is the nature? How did they get there? Who is this person? What do they really stand for? Are we sure we're not just being, and I told y'all this a couple years back, what they was going to do. I told y'all what was going to be done. But again, to each his own. Be careful of it. Don't just be okay. I'm not saying it's not good to see, but don't just take it because it is. So that's you dealing with your emotions and dealing with your lower, you're vibing in a lower frequency if you're just looking at it like that. You know what? Matter of fact, this is what we was talking about when got in. The big O. When he got in. And people was mad at people because they, oh, but he did, so I'm just going, again, everything happened for a reason though. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just somebody that just is very, while they watching me, I'm watching them. Now, we ain't got to use enemies closer, but we could just say, again, because I don't look at anybody as an enemy, right? They're curious. Be curious, but don't, what I don't like is the whole smear campaign, okay? To try to work extra hard to make somebody look some kind of way that they're not. Or go into people's personal information, because again, what I give you here is what I like to share with you. Do I want to share with you what I'm doing in my home and in my business, in my bedroom? No. Do I want to share with you what I'm doing in my bathroom? No. Do I want to share with you what I'm doing in my shower? No, I don't. Nobody else does either. So even if somebody wants to look at it at the fact that some of us feel like we can go around and point the finger or look at other individuals and say things or whatever, at least those people might have support. Think about what's being done now, toppling over on people that are supposedly in smaller positions, but we are actually powerful. That may be poor, but we are rich. Okay, so again, think about it that way too. That you may have a couple of fans or a couple of people that may look at somebody some kind of way, but when you turn the whole world on a person and they still stand there able to smile in your face, even able to walk or stand up or just even be able to keep on going every day, that's a bad motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you now, and I know because I'm one of them. Okay, and that's just calling it how it is. That's just knowing who you is. That's you standing in that full power and saying, hey, wait a minute, hold on. I might have been looking over here, but now, So let's go ahead and go into this work. Look at y'all. We might as well just make this a whole nother video. Hold on. How long it been? Yeah, we're going to make this a whole nother video. Just because we just talking right there. We was just talking in this video, right? I was just thinking about, and I'm going to go ahead and leave. I was just thinking about that whole Lionsgate thing. I know I've been hearing what other people have to say about it or whatever. But this portal. Yeah. So I was just thinking about, why they got certain people blocked until then. I gave you a dress anyways in there. A nice dress.